Hi everyone, I am Meghana PS, working as an assistant professor in commerce, Government First Aid College, Bharamsagra. I am discussing the subject financial markets and services under that module number 4 non-banking financial intermediaries. In this session, I am discussing about the difference between lease finance and hire purchase, advantages and disadvantages of lease finance. Objective of this session is to identify the difference between lease finance and hire purchase and to know about the merits and demerits of lease finance. By the end of this session, you are able to identify the difference between lease finance and hire purchase and you are aware about or you understand merits and demerits of lease finance. Let's take a quick recap of previous session. In previous session, I discussed about the meaning of lease finance and features of lease finance and contents of lease agreement. Lease finance is a medium or long-term financing where the owner of the asset grants the other party to use the asset in consideration with lease rentals. In the previous sessions, I discussed about both hire purchase method as well as the lease finance. So in this session, I am discussing about what are the differences between lease finance and hire purchase. The first point of difference is ownership. In case of lease agreement, the owner of an asset, that is lessor, will be the owner throughout the contract period, where in case of hire purchase, after paying the last rent, the hire purchaser, last installment, the hire purchaser will be the owner of the asset. Next is method of financing. In lease finance, here it provides finance for business assets. In case of hire purchase, it provides finance for both the business assets as well as consumer goods. Here, consumer can also buy goods on hire purchase method. Next one is depreciation. In lease finance, the depreciation and investment allowance are claimed by lessor. In case of hire purchase, depreciation and investment allowances are claimed by hire purchaser. Next point of difference is tax benefit. Here, in case of lease finance, the whole lease rentals are tax deductible, where in case of hire purchase, the installment includes principal amount as well as interest component. The only interest component is tax deductible in case of hire purchase method. Next one is salvage value. As lessee is not an owner of an asset, he will not enjoy any salvage value of an asset, where in case of hire purchase system, the hire purchaser will be the owner of an asset after paying the last installment, so he is going to enjoy the salvage value. Next point of difference is deposit. In case of lease finance, there is no requirement of down payment or initial deposits for a lease agreement, where in case of hire purchase system, it requires some down payment amount for a lease hire purchase system. Next one is rent or purchase. Here, in case of lease finance, we rent an asset, where in case of hire purchase system, here the fixed asset is going to be purchased. In lease, it is just a rent. We are not going to purchase any asset. Next point of difference is extent of finance. In case of lease finance, it is 100% financing, where in case of hire purchase system, 20 to 25% of the cost of goods has to be paid as a down payment. Next one is maintenance. In case of a lease finance, the maintenance cost is borne by the lessee, and in case of hire purchase, the hire purchaser has to bear the cost of maintenance. And the last point of difference is reporting. In case of hire purchase system, the asset which is purchased to hire purchase system is shown in the balance sheet asset side, where in case of lease finance, the asset is shown by way of footnote only. Let's see the advantages of lease finance. First one is permit alternative use of funds. When the business concern is opting in lease finance, at that time it can save lot of money which is required for purchasing of a fixed asset. That funds can be used for some other purposes. Next, faster and cheaper credit. So based on the tax structure of the lessee, it is cheaper as compared to other financing systems. Next one is flexibility. When it compared with an ordinary financing, it provides a tailor-made credit system for an lessee. Next one is facilitates additional borrowings because the funds are not required to purchase an asset. So at that time, the borrowings can be taken because it is not going to affect any debt equity ratio when it go for lease finance. That's why the firms can borrow money for some other purpose. Next, protection against obsolescence. Obsolescence means outdatedness. So when the machinery is purchased, when it is high technology machineries, there is a chance of outdatedness of a machinery. At that time, so if the firm is going to opt for operative lease agreement, then it avoids the risk of obsolescence, and it provides the protection for an lessee with related to outdatenesses of the asset. Next one is no restrictive convenience. Convenience means agreement or ಒಪ್ಪಂದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. In case of debentures or other loan agreements, there are several restrictions because it is going to affect on debt equity ratio of an company, or it may affect on a declaration of dividend. But in case of lease finance, it is not going to affect on any other issues of the company. So it has a less restrictive convenience. Next one is 100% financing. In case of hire purchase method, there is a requirement to pay a down payment, means a fixed amount has to be paid in initial time. But in case of lease finance, there is no requirement of down payment for an asset. So it is 100% financing for an company. Next one is boon for small firms. As a small firms, they cannot afford the huge machineries by paying the cash or by borrowing money. So at that time, it will be like a boon for small firms, as they can pay smaller amount of lease rentals in some period of time, and they can use that asset. So these are the advantages of lease finance. Let's see disadvantages of lease finance. The first disadvantage is not suitable mode of project finance. That is, lease finance cannot be opted in case of projects. Next one is subsidy on leased equipment is not available. In case of direct purchase of an asset, subsidy can be claimed, but in case of leased equipment, subsidy cannot be claimed by the lessee. Lessee loses potential capital gain. If the goods are purchased directly, then after reselling that, capital gain may happen. But in case of lease finance, the capital gain is lost by the lessee. Heavy penalties. In case of default, default by the lessee to terminate the contract, at that time heavy penalties need to be paid by the lessee. And the last one is unnecessary complication, because there is no exact law for lease finance. By that, there may be an unnecessary complication occur between the lessor and lessee. So these are the disadvantages of lease finance. Let's sum up this session. In this session, we discussed about the difference between hire purchase and lease finance. It differs in ownership, tax benefits, depreciation, reporting, and so on. And we also discussed the merits and demerits of lease finance. These are the references for your further readings. I hope you understood the merits and demerits of lease finance and the difference between hire purchase and lease finance. Thank you all.